Hello everyone and welcome back to FIFA Predicts episode 4. We're going to jump straight into today's episode as I'm in a tiny bit of a rush as it is 4:45 and the first game it's 4:45 on Friday and the first game starts off at 8, so and a little bit of a rush today, so let's just jump straight in. We start off with last week's predictions and let's see how many points FIFA got from game week 3. Okay, so before we jump into Game Week 3's predictions, of course we have to familiarise ourselves with the points. Very easy. So if FIFA predict the correct winning team, they get 1 point. If they predict the correct goal difference, that is also 1 point. So goal difference is a 3-2. FIFA predicts 3-2. It ends up being a 2-1. That's of course a 1 goal difference. So it's 1 point for them. If they predict the correct scoreline, they get 2 points. So a perfect prediction, which I will mention of course because there is one in this episode, a perfect prediction is 4 points, a maximum of 4 points. So of course 1 point for winning team, 1 point for goal difference, and then of course the 2 points for the correct scoreline. So let's jump into game week 3 scoreline. So let's just get them up here. Okay, alright, so start off with game 1, which was Chelsea versus Luton. FIFA, for some reason, predicted a 3-2 win to Luton Town. It ended up being a 3-0 win to Chelsea, so that is 0 points. Don't know why they predicted Luton to win. Anyway, game 2 was Bournemouth versus Tottenham. FIFA predicted a 4-0 win to Spurs. It ended up being a 2-0 win to Spurs, so they do get the 1 point for the correct winning team. But obviously they predicted a 4 goal difference and ended up being a 2. So 1 point. Game 3, Arsenal versus Fulham. Oh, alright. FIFA predicted a 3-1 win to Arsenal. It ended up being a 2-2. So again, 0 points. As they predicted a draw. It ended up being a draw. And so no winning team. No goal difference. Next game, game 3. I'm going to forget how many games there are in a minute, but anyway, let's say game 3. Crystal Palace versus Brentford. FIFA predicted a 2-1 win to Crystal Palace. It ended up being a 1-1 draw. Surprising actually, because Brentford had a pretty good start. But that is again 0 points so far, not very good. Next game, I don't know how many games it is, so next game. Everton versus Wolves. FIFA predicted a 4-2 win to Everton. So they predicted two teams who struggle to score goals, a 4-2 win. It ended up being a 1-0 win to Wolves. So that is again 0 points. Next game, Manchester United versus Nottingham Forest. FIFA predicted a 3-1 win to Manchester United. It ended up being a 3-2 win to Manchester United. So that is only 1 point for the winning team and no points for goal difference. Because it was a FIFA predicted a 2 goal difference. It ended up being a 1 goal difference. So 1 point. At least they got a point. Next game, Brighton versus West Ham. FIFA predicted a close one in a 3-2 win to Brighton. It ended up being not very close. A 3-1 win to West Ham. So again, 0 points. It's not a very good week for FIFA. Next game, Burnley versus Aston Villa. For some reason, FIFA predicted a 1-1 draw. It ended up being a 3-1 win to Aston Villa. So again, 0 points. Here's where they make it up. Next game, Sheffield United versus Manchester City. FIFA predicted a 2-1 win to Manchester City. Of course, it ended up being a 2-1 win to Manchester City. So, we have a perfect prediction. And man oh man, did FIFA need it. So, of course, round of applause. I don't know if I said that right, but anyway, well done. 4 points to that game. Next game, final game. Newcastle versus Liverpool. FIFA predicted a 4-1 win to Liverpool. It ended up being a 2-1 win to Liverpool. Of course, Darwin Núñez scored 2 late goals in that game. So that's only 1 point. So, pretty bad week. I gotta be honest, it was a pretty bad week for FIFA. Just adding them up. 7 points. So last week, of course, they had 9 points. The last game week 1 and game week 2 was 9. This week is 7. So not very good. Let's see if FIFA can make it up for this week. So we start game week 4 off with Luton Town versus West Ham. Of course, this is the game that's literally about to be played in like 2 hours time. So as you can see, the teams are not updated. 2 reasons for that. One, I accidentally did like the squad update on FIFA, so all the moves, all the transfers that I made have been reset. So as you can see, Rice is still at West Ham. There are no new transfers at Luton, no Barkley, no Chong. So it is annoying. And 2, I haven't updated them because it's transfer deadline day, as you can probably hear. I'm literally watching the transfer deadline day show thing on Sky Sports right now. It's on my phone. I have turned it down, so I do apologise if you can hear it. I can't hear it through the headphones, but you might be able to hear it through the mic. So so as I was saying, there's no point updating the squads because there's been like 10 new transfers today. So it's like, there's no point updating the squads from what I have on my laptop of the transfers, and then there being like 6 players who could massively impact the team. So I'm going to leave it for this week. Just keep the pretty much original squads, the squads that only FIFA have updated it to, and then next week I will have every squad fully updated, all the brand new transfers in, and so it'll be up to date. All the transfers from today and throughout this summer transfers window will be in the squads. So so the teams are going to be weak for this week. Well, I say weak, like for example Luton they're pretty weak, so let's see how much does it impact them in today's game. Alright, so despite Luton having pretty much their championship squad, they still kind of held on. 87th minute goal from Impansu. Is that the guy they went from like Conference League to the Premier League? I've forgotten. Anyway, 3-2, so a close game, but West Ham won it nevertheless. Let's jump into Sheffield United versus Everton. Let's put the controller down. Is our next game here. I feel this is going to be a close game. Everton are struggling, and despite Sheffield also without a point, I feel they haven't played terribly. They played quite well. So I feel that Sheffield might win this game. I feel Sheffield will be the first promoted team to win this season, or to even get a point this season. Does FIFA agree though? No, they don't. Okay, then next game. So Ivan Toney's not even in the squad, not even in the game now. Wow. Okay. Anyway, it's BVB in this game. Brentford versus Bournemouth. Let's see who wins. We have our first draw in this video, 1-1. I could see this happening. Burnley for Spurs is our next game here. I'm slowly running out of things to say for these types of games. Let's see if Spurs can continue their good form. Yeah, they can. Another win for them, 2-1. The goal scorer for Burnley isn't actually at the squad anymore. He's just joined by Leverkusen. But hey ho, that's what happens when FIFA updates the teams. My prediction on Sky Sports Super 6, the the app that you can do for this game, I actually put Nottingham Forest to win 2-1. I feel like Nottingham Forest will actually win this game. Now I know Chelsea did beat Luton 3-0, but come on, it's Luton Town. I don't know. I just feel like it won't be easy for them. I feel like they're going to win Nottingham Forest. Or a draw. I just don't think Chelsea will win this game. But yeah, let's see if FIFA agrees with me. So for the first time ever, FIFA kind of agree with me. That's 1-1, by the way. I know it says 3-1, but if you look just below it, it does say 120 minutes. And we do check the scores at 4 times in 90th minute. And as you can see, it was 1-1. So that is 1-1, a draw. And they kind of agree with me. I just don't think Chelsea will win this game. But Chelsea is so weird, aren't they? I mean, they don't have an amazing squad. I mean, they do now, other than, of course, basing this off this one and the one they actually currently do. They do have some good players, but it's weird. They have good players. They just can't play well. Like, of course we did say it was the managers, but now they got Mauricio Pochettino. They haven't really changed. I don't know. Chelsea are just a weird team, but yeah, I think it's going to be 2-1. FIFA think it's going to be 1-1. Let's see which one of us are true. Weird ass fucking reason, Manchester City have just sold Cole Palmer. That makes zero sense to me. He was having a good start of the season, and everyone thought he was going to make like the right wing spot his. But for some weird reason, Pepper sold him. And to make it even more fucked up, he sold Palmer to Chelsea. Someone needs to explain that to me, because that makes zero fucking sense, and I just don't understand that. Anyway, back into the video. Man City vs Fulham. Easy win for City here. Okay. Well, what the fuck? So Cole Palmer at Chelsea was weird, but FIFA thinking Fulham will beat City is even weirder. I swear, FIFA keep doing this strange predictions every episode now. Last episode it was Luton to beat Chelsea. Before that it was West Ham to beat, I think it was Chelsea, which actually happened 3-1. That was crazy. And now it's Fulham to beat Man City. I don't even know now. Close game here. I feel Newcastle could win this, but it's going to be close. As per usual, I say one thing, and it ends up being the complete opposite. I did say Newcastle would win though, but I was expecting something more, like a 1-0, maybe even a 2-1. And FIFA thinks it's going to be a 3-0. So, Crystal Palace vs Wolves is our next game here. Absolutely nothing to say, so let's just see who wins. Yep, cool. Liverpool vs Aston Villa here is our next game. I want to say Aston Villa to win, but of course Liverpool are the favourites. But it's like, I don't know, do you want to go for the obvious one, or do you want to go out there and pick something a bit different? It's hard to tell really, but let's see who does FIFA think are going to win it. Yeah, they've gone Liverpool to win, but it's a close one, as I did say. Alright then, time for the final game of the match week, and it's the bigger one. So, welcome to the final game of Game Week 4. The final match of Game Week 4. Anyway, it's the big one. They've left the best till last. Arsenal versus Manchester United. Now, obviously, I want Manchester United to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if FIFA say Arsenal. So, let's see. Come on, United. Okay, seems FIFA couldn't split them. Another draw. That's like 3 now, I know. 3 draws in a game week. Okay, alright. Would I take that? Yeah, I'll take it. Points against a top 4 club. I don't think that happened once last season. Away. By the way, points away to against a top 4 club. I've probably already said that, yeah. So, yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, why not? 86th minute Martinez goal. He scored against them last time, didn't he? Anyway, so that's it then for the predictions. Remind ourselves of the predictions for Game Week 4. We start off with West Ham beating Luton 3-2. Everton beat Sheffield United 2-1. Brentford to draw against Bournemouth 1-1. Spurs to beat Burnley 2-1. Chelsea to draw with Nottingham Forest 1-1. Fulham to beat Man City 3-2. Newcastle to beat Brighton 3-0. Wolves to beat Crystal Palace 2-1. Liverpool to beat Aston Villa 2-1. And finally, Arsenal to draw 1-1 with Manchester United. So that is all the games for Game Week 4. A lot of draws, we don't really see that many draws, especially for FIFA to predict, but we'll see. Hopefully better than what I got last week when I got 7 points, many zeros, lucky for that perfect prediction. Will we get another perfect prediction for this week, make it 3 in a row? If so, which game do you think it'll be? Put it in the comments. So that is it then for this video. Remember to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you later.